Good morning, my dear friends. You got gourd, you're hurting hippie. It is Friday before Christmas, the 22nd day of Christmas, and all through the house, I'm stirring. Yeah, no rhyming. Cheers, everybody. Today's pondering is brought to you by all of you. Is brought to you by Shindu. Shindu has asked me to talk about fibro from head to toe. He didn't say it that way, but it's the best way for me to describe it. What is fibro for a man, or at least for this man? What are all the things that affect me? And I gotta say, I was diagnosed with fibro 8 to 10 years ago. Uh, with all the study I've done, I've probably had it all my life. It, it's something that I think they'll find out later in life is that they can actually find this in kids. I'm pretty sure my little boy Pasha has it. He gets the same issues that I had as a child that never got described. The bags under the eyes, the very tired often, very bad leg pains, always put off as growing pains, back pains, stuff like that. So when does it happen? Don't know. And I do not agree with the statement that it's a woman's disease and that very few men have it. I think just as many men have it. I think because of our, as some women put it, toxic masculinity, but I like to pat ourselves on the back for masculinity. Be the animal you are because of our masculinity, because of our desire to never show emotion, at least some of us, that most men don't admit to the pains they're having and don't get diagnosed with it. Anyways, there is no real test for it. Not a real test. Anyways, I said anyways a couple of times. I'm going to try and start with fibro fog. There's a very strong mental component of fibromyalgia. Fibromyalgia, both because of pain and the fact that it's chronic, can affect make you very depressive. But also, fibro itself cycles the depression. So you will have days of absolute beauty and days of absolute despair. And one has to be prepared for that. Fibro fog is different. That's another cyclical thing. Keep thinking of fibro as something that just continually moves around the body. It's the misinterpretation of signals from the body by your brain. But it tends to go in cycles around the body. So fog will come at you and it could stay a day, it could stay a couple of weeks sometimes. It can be rather nasty. It can make you unable to focus, unable to think, and sometimes you just get really angry at yourself because you're trying to get something out, you're trying to think of something, and it won't happen. So that's fibrofog. Staying around the head, there's a lot, and I get it. Fibro jaw, it's almost like a TMJ, uh, unlocking jaw. You get jaw pain. But I think it's caused by you have so much other pain that you're living with all the time that you very often will clench your teeth and you hurt your jaw. So is it a side effect or is it a symptom? Hard to say. Uh, Fibro eyes, you will get cycles of pressure on your eyes, of fibro can bring worse migraines than you've ever had, which will also affect your eyes. But there are pressure things, and sativa can disturb that, and then indica can help that. there's indica in this. So that's the eyes. I haven't had fibro ear or fibro nose, but hey, that's almost the whole head and the neck. I have a very bad neck, so I can't say how much of it was fibro, how much of it was because I broke my neck when I was 28. So I'll skip that. Then there's the upper body, and that's bad. Gotta remember, what a fibro person often feels is joint pain, but not immediately at the joint, not a sharp pain, a dull pain, but strong, all around and near joints. It's strange until you continually tell yourself that fibro is the misinterpretation of signals from your body by your brain. It's getting signals and saying, "Oh, I think it, you know, it's like sending a really screwed up text. It's like your brain's trying to figure out and saying, "Oh, I think that's pain." It's because our nerves are shot and they're sending bad signals. But so shoulder pain, chest pain, you get chest tightness. Can almost be like COPD. You can feel like your ribs are broken. It's again all around the bones and around the joints and right down the sternum. Strong pain, strong pain. Don't have that right now, thank goodness. In fact, so far, out of all of that, I got a little bit of eye problem. No fog, no fog. I'm doing pretty good. And a little bit of jaw issue. Always have a neck problem. Okay, so that's the chest and the back, all the way to the lower back, and that's one thing that I'm having now is an absolutely incredible. I can't get my brain to stop telling me that my back hurts. Really bad pain. It's not directly at the back. If I try to add pressure, if I cough, it could have been started by a severe bout of vomiting a week ago, but my body has not let go of it. It's been a tough one. Also, while I'm at the mid body section, fibro hands. Most people, not all, most people have a thing called that resembles palm erythema. Palm erythema happens when you have a bad liver and the blood vessels in your hands and your feet break and pool blood pools there, but that when the liver is repaired, that's supposed to go away. Didn't go away with me. My liver is fine. Wasn't 15 years ago when I quit drinking, but it's fine now, and it's been fine for years. But that has never gone away, and it's painful. It's why I don't play my guitar. So that's the hands. I get sore arms, not too often. Also mid body. I gotta talk about digestion coming with fibro. And in fact, I just read it. IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, which is a syndrome or a disease that affects not just your bowels but your gastrointestinal system. Sometimes you rotate, you cycle between really bad constipation to really bad diarrhea, and it's quiet during certain times of the day, really bad in the morning. Most fibro patients have also IBS. Not all IBS patients also have fibro. So that's a bad one. That's something that I've been dealing with for easily 6 months, maybe a year, and it was gone for a couple of years, and then it was really bad for 4 or 5. So it's not something to look forward to. Hips, lower back, fibro legs. Look up restless leg syndrome. That's what I thought I had. That's how it has always shown itself in the early years. And I get it every single night. Every single night. Sometimes I cannot sleep until I go and have a bath with Epsom salts. And then that relieves the tingling for a bit. Or some, I don't have it with me, THC topicals all over the legs from top to bottom, and the tingling goes away. Fibro burn is another thing that you can feel, and it's a burn. It feels like you just got burned in a certain part of your body. It can happen almost anywhere. And your sacroiliac, whatever that is, can go often on you. And then there's fibro foot, just like your fibro hands. And I think I covered it. Wow, this is the longest pondering I've had in a long time. Fibro attacks you from head to foot and back up to your head again. And staying ahead of it is just a matter of mind over matter, knowing that you'll have it forever, just accepting that. Yes, someday somebody might find the cure. Until then, count on it being forever. One thing that keeps me going is realizing at least it's not a life-ending disease. Yeah, it's going to stay with me through life, but I should still live a long life. Just be a little harder, and I'm okay with a little harder. Nobody said life was supposed to be easy. So, Shindu, I hope this helped. This was a long one. I hope it wasn't boring for any of you. I've got to get back to the day. I've got some shopping to do today. My back is, I said it yesterday, my back's almost better, but as the day goes on, it really gets tough. I only have groceries to do between now and Christmas and wrapping. So I'm in pretty good shape. I just had 0 sleep last night. 0. I am so tired, my friends. It's a coffee day. Peace. Cheers. Love. And harmony.